When my phone lit up with his name, I smiled until I heard him whisper, "I already miss you, babe." He had no idea he'd dialed the wrong woman. But I stayed silent, listening to every word. My name is Peyton. And up until that night I thought I had it all. Tyler and I had been together nearly 4 years. We dreamed of buying a house, maybe getting a dog, and someday starting a family. He wasn't perfect. Who is? But he made me laugh. He knew my coffee order. He kissed my forehead when he thought I was asleep. I trusted him completely. That was my biggest mistake. It was a regular Friday night. Tyler said he had to stay late for inventory at work. He worked at a logistics firm, so these late shifts weren't rare. I didn't question him. I just told him I'd save him some pizza. An hour later, my phone rang. It was Tyler. I smiled, thinking maybe he finished early. I answered, but before I could speak, I heard him say it again. "I already miss you, babe. You look so sexy in that dress. If I didn't have to go back in, I'd be all over you." My smile dropped. He wasn't talking to me. He didn't know I had answered. I hit mute and just listened. My heart was racing. "I hate leaving you like that," he said. "But she's getting suspicious. I can't ruin this." "Not yet. Not yet." What was that supposed to mean? "Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Same hotel. Room 214. I'll bring the wine this time." He laughed. God, I can't stop thinking about last night. I felt like the air had been knocked out of me. My hands shook. Room 214. Tomorrow. Wayne. This wasn't some casual thing or harmless flirtation. This was betrayal. Full-scale, soul-crushing betrayal. I ended the call and just stared at my phone, like it had set everything I believed on fire. I wanted to scream, cry, to break something. But more than anything, I wanted the truth. So I stayed quiet. When Tyler got home 2 hours later, I acted normal. He kissed my cheek like nothing had happened. He smelled like cologne. And lies. I didn't say a word. Not yet. I needed a plan. The next morning, I told him I had to help my sister move furniture out of town. He didn't even blink. "No problem, babe. Drive safe." I watched him lie to my face, without hesitation. So I followed him. Became that girl. The one who says she'd never do this. I waited down the street until he left. Then I tailed him. Straight to the Marriott downtown. I waited 15 minutes, then walked inside. I didn't go to his room. I went to the front desk. I told the receptionist I'd left my wallet in room 214 and that my boyfriend had just checked in for us. I gave her the sweetest fake smile I could manage. She asked for his name. "Tyler Mason," I said. She nodded. "Mr. Mason just arrived about 20 minutes ago." There it was. I asked if she could call up and let him know I was downstairs. He dialed. "He said he'll be right down," she smiled. So I waited by the elevator, my heart racing like thunder. And then the doors opened. Tyler stepped out holding a bottle of wine. Not the cheap kind we used to share. The expensive stuff. His eyes locked on me and his face fell. "Peyton, what are you doing here?" I stepped forward. "Don't you mean to ask her that?" He looked stunned, like he couldn't find air. "I accidentally picked up your call last night," I said, voice cold and steady. "I heard everything." He went pale. "Babe, it's not." "Don't," I said, raising a hand. "Don't insult me with another lie." Then the elevator behind him dinged. And out she walked, a tall brunette in a silk dress and heels. She looked from me to Tyler, then down at the wine bottle. "Oh," she whispered. The smile fell right off her face. "You told me you were single." Tyler looked trapped. "Wait, Peyton, please let me explain." "No. You can explain to hotel security when I throw this wine bottle through a window." He flinched. I didn't actually do it. But he believed I might. The woman just shook her head and walked away. And me. I walked past him like he was a stranger because in that moment he was. I drove straight home, packed up all his things into garbage bags, dumped them on the porch, changed the locks and blocked his number. But I wasn't finished. I remembered something else he said on that call. I can't mess this up. Not yet. That meant he needed something from me. So I started digging. Turns out Tyler had racked up over $9,000 in credit card debt, using cards under my name. Why? Because I'd once let him use my good credit to apply for a low-interest card while he rebuilt his. He promised to pay it off. He never did. So I reported it all. Fraud. Unauthorized usage. I sent every screenshot, every message, every log to the credit company. He's now under investigation. His account. Frozen. Oh, and he'd also been using my Netflix, DoorDash, even Uber to take her out on dates. So I changed every password. But before I did, I renamed each Netflix profile. Cheater. Liar. Enjoy room 214. Petty. Maybe. But it felt good. 3 weeks later I got a letter from his lawyer. Tyler wanted to settle the fraud report with a civil compromise. I told my lawyer to let him wait. I don't want money. I want him to stay up at night wondering when the hammer's going to drop. I want him to remember that one misdial cost him everything. And to every woman reading this, if your gut tells you something's wrong, listen to it. Sometimes the truth doesn't hide. Sometimes it dials your number by mistake.